Our next movement is to warm up and stretch the lower body even further. We're going to start out with what amounts to a squat, a mini squat. With this, we're going to start with the feet wide. As we do this, we're going to want to make sure we keep our knees behind our toes. That means we're going to have to shift our hips back as we come down into that squat. So we're shifting our hips back and coming down. That's going to allow our knees to stay behind the toes, but we want to be very mindful of that. Now, as we go into this squat, we want to pull up nice and tall, lengthen up our spine, and even think of keeping your chin and your chest lifted as you squat down into this. Shift your hips back, come down. Only go down as far as you're comfortable with. Remember, this is a warm-up motion. Great warm-up before you're going to do some actual lifting. Okay? If you're going to do some bending, some lifting, some crouching, great activity to do before and after those motions. Now we're doing a few warm-up repetitions of this first. We're going to want to make sure we're using our butt muscles, so try to consciously squeeze those muscles as you come up. Make sure you're getting your quads working. And we want to make sure our knees and toes are pointed forward. If our knees are coming out as we go down, that's not how we want to move. It's going to be tougher on our knees. If we keep our knees forward, it's actually going to be better training for us all the way through. Check your knees again, make sure they're staying behind the toes. Now keep your upright position, check your feet again, toes forward, knees forward. Pull your posture up tall. Now we're going to keep that chin and chest lifted again. Shift your hips back. Now we're coming down into a stretch. Go ahead and lower down. We're going to put our hands above our knees and straighten out at the legs just enough to get a stretch in the back of the legs. Lower down again and lift up. Good. Now we're going through a slow, easy motion here, and now we're going to stop into a stretch, straightening just enough to get a stretch in there and lower it down. So we're getting a real focused stretch. As we do this, we want to make sure we're getting the whole length of the muscle. If you're just feeling a stretch behind the knees, you can bet you're rounded at the back. Straighten the back out. Let that stretch go all the way up to the back of the hips. Good, let's get one more in.